A problem where you have two equations and two variables is called a system of equations. I'm going to write that on the side. This is a system of equations. When we say solve this, we want to find an x value and a y value that work in both equations at the same time. I'm going to write that. We want to find a value for x and a value for y that work in both equations at the same time. Now the ones I wrote here, this example I started with, you might be able to look at it and figure it out in your head. What's the answer to that system? Is it 3 and 2? And so x is 3 and y is 2? It's 2, 3. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'm looking at this, and if x is 2 and y is 3, here I'm going to write, let's try x equals 2 and y equals 3. So I started with one that you could start plugging in numbers and seeing if they work. Like x plus y equals 5. If x is 2 and y is 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5, 5 equals 5, that's true. Does it work for the second equation? It has to work in both. 2x minus y equals 1. So 2 times 2 minus 3 is that 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 3 is that 1. 1 equals 1, yes. The answer to that system is x equals 2, y equals 3. Now, you're not going to do these in your head. Usually, I'll start with one like this and ask the class to, hey, what's the answer? But that's not going to work for us all the time. There are 3 ways to solve a system besides looking at it and trying to figure it out in your head. So there are 3 ways. There's probably more than 3. There's 3 ways we look at. There are 3 ways to solve a system of equations. We can do this by graphing. I'll just call these little bullet points. We can do substitution. And we can do, what's the third one? Elimination, yes. Elimination, your book calls it the addition method. So when you see in the homework Solve this with the addition method. They're talking about elimination. I'm going to go through each one of these. I'm going to go through it with the problem that I wrote that I had you figure out in your head.